What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. I want to talk about AITX. AITX, what a beautiful day today, man. I want to get into the technicals. I want to get into my position. But before I do that, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything that I find interesting in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So, that being said, man, let's just get right into it. Yeah, AITX on the bottom over here. I had talked about OZSC, which had this beautiful, massive run, but I missed out on it because my focus was more on AITX, which I'm not mad about because I'm up roughly almost 50% profit in a day. As you can see, I bought 20,000 shares at a 9.5 cent position. Basically, we are up to 13.5 right now, so roughly about an $1,800 position, and I'm up $750 as of right now. So it had a beautiful move again, man. We talked about this breakout level. I'm gonna get into this chart real quick. Let me get into the daily. So we talked about the breakout level, and it had this breakout over 944. Right in the after hours of Friday. And then when we opened, we were just bouncing around here, holding beautifully. So that was exactly what I was looking for. So I purchased 20,000 shares. I accidentally had this sell of 2,000 shares. I was actually trying to purchase 2,000 more shares when the move solidified. But I accidentally sold it, which was kind of stupid, an error on my part, and then that actually eliminated my day trade, because I wasn't sure if I was going to hold on to this, just depending on the move for today, because I always like to have a day trade available just in case the stock goes against me. I always want to make sure that I am that risk is very important to me. So I always got to make sure I got my finger on the trigger just in case things go sideways. But luckily for me, exactly how the stock has been playing out, and I have talked about it, that when it has these breakouts of the multi-day breakout, they go for a run. Broke out here, went for a run, held over it, then broke out here, held over it, then went for a run, and then it broke out today and had a beautiful run and tapped the 12s. It had some slight pullback, slight correction, and then held beautifully in the 10s. And that's where I actually wanted to repurchase 2,000 more shares in that 10 area when it held. I wanted to buy 2,000 more shares, and I accidentally sold 2,000 shares. So not only took away my day trade for the day, but I actually sold 2,000 shares for like a small $40 profit, which was just an error on my part. But it is what it is. I don't regret it. As you can see, I'm still moving in the right direction, up to 13.55. I was in at 9.5. So, a nice, beautiful, I'm up roughly around 40% profit on the day. So that is beautiful. And it's continuing to move in the direction that I want it to. And as you can see on the daily, my goal is to reach this 20-cent area. So, we can potentially reach that tomorrow because this thing is closing strong. And we might have a potential squeeze straight up to the 20, because depending on where it closes, we got about 10 more minutes to the market close. If it closes in these highs, it's realistic that it can touch this 20 area tomorrow. So very interested for that, but a beautiful move. I had talked about OZSC in the previous video and how, obviously this was a massive move. But if you think about it, it opened roughly at the same price as AITX. AITX is in the 13.5s. This one's in the 19s. So, I could have potentially made more profit, but I would rather go with my comfort level than actual, the volatility of this one was just too much for me. Had a straight spike squeeze from 9 to 15. So that's over a 50% move within 15 minutes, and then a huge drop, about a 30 to 40% drop right after that, and then a run up again, and then it's just too much volatility for me to feel comfortable. So I would rather go with the play like AITX, which is having steady grind action. That is more comfortable for me, and obviously it paid off for me. because I'll take, you know, I'll take a 40% profit any day of the week, all day, every day. And to be honest, because of how fast this thing was moving, I would have probably exited somewhere in here if I would have bought the dip like I had said previously. But AITX is looking great. Continuing to move in the direction I want it to. And, you know, my plan is still in that 20 area. I had talked about it in the previous video. If you haven't watched it, please go and do so. That, you know, I want to buy the break of the 10 and ride this to the 20 for 100% profit. I am up roughly 40% profit right now in a single day. So that is an amazing day to have for a single day of profit. And depending on the price action that goes on tomorrow will determine whether or not I will hold this thing till 20 or if I would just sell it before a dip. Because again, man, it is very possible that this thing does have a dip. And so I may just sell it depending on the price action tomorrow and then maybe repurchase it at a dip. But that just depends on what I'm seeing in the charts tomorrow. So just a quick review on AITX. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if any of you guys capitalize on this thing. Any of you guys are involved. If any of you guys entered in that 10-cent area and collected a nice profit, leave a comment. Again, man, if you made it this far, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You can't stop Mafia is a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that, man. So AITX, a beautiful day, ran up 40-50% in one day. That is beautiful, and you know, I capitalized on that today, and we will see what happens tomorrow, and I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. So till next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.